الحمد لله رب العالمين ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه وكل من تبعهم إلى يوم الدين آمين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد. Now, inshallah, today I just want to be sharing with us a point from a book by a great scholar of Islam, Al-Imam Al-Najdi, Muhammad ibn Abdil-Wahab An-Najdi. He was a very great scholar of Tawheed. He authored a lot of books like famous Kitab Tawheed. He was the author of it. Al-Iman, Al-Thalatha, Qawaid al-Arba', Al-Sittah, and a whole lot of other books. So he was also the person that authored Nawaaqidul Islam, Nullifier of Islam. And the book, he outlined 10 nullifiers of Islam. These are things that if you do them, they are going to take you out of the fold of Islam. He outlined the 10 most common and prominent Nawaaqidul Islam that people mostly fall into. So the fifth point that he mentioned was what caught my attention. He said, "Man abghada shay'an mimma ja'a bihi Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam walau 'amila bihi kafara ijma'an." He said, "Man abghada shay'an," whoever dislikes, whoever hates, mimma ja'a bihi Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam came with. And what the Prophet alayhi salatu wa sallam came with. He came with the Quran and his Sunnah, Sharia of Islam. Walau 'amila bihi, even if he acts upon it, so far that he dislikes what the Prophet came with, be it the Quran or his Sunnah, like he just doing it reluctantly, but he still acts upon it, kafara ijma'a, he has disbelieved. And his disbelief is unanimous. That is, all the scholars of Islam, all of them agreed that this person is a kafir, is a disbeliever. A common example of this, I said that Prophet ﷺ came with two things, the Quran and the Sunnah. An example from the Quran is whereby the issue of a man marrying more than one wife. The condition for that is that, I'm not saying the condition for him to marry, talking about his wife now, yeah? If she dislikes the ruling that permits her husband to marry more than one wife, that's where she falls under this category of Nullifier of Islam, because she dislikes what Allah made as a commandment or what He made permissible. But if she accepts the ruling that, okay, Allah permitted Muslim men to marry more than one wife, she agrees, but she dislikes the thought of sharing her husband with someone else, then that is the one that's permissible, because she accepts that it is a ruling from Allah and she does not dislike it, but it is the fact that she does not want to share her husband with someone else, that's what she dislikes. And from the Sunnah, the two most common ones is keeping beards for men and the trousers not getting to the ankle. This is a very, very, very common thing in this part of the world, whereby if they see people that dress like that, be it if they have beards or their trousers do not get to the ankle, we tend to ridicule them. We're like, see this guy, this local guy is not civilized, this, that. and that is a commandment from the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The aspect of the trousers not even getting to the ankle, some can even say it is wajib because of the hadith that came from the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when he said, "Ma asfala min al-ka'bayn min al-izar fa fi an-nar." Whatever is below the ankles from your izar can be your garments, your trousers, your jalab, anything. It is a fire. But that is for men. The women, their garments are meant to cover all of their body, including their feet. So, if somebody now dislikes that keeping beards or raising your trousers above your ankle, that person has also fallen into the category of people that we are talking about. And the evidence for all this from the Quran is where Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says in Surah Muhammad, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فَتَعْسًا لَهُمْ وَأَضَلَّ أَعْمَالَهُمْ ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ كَرِهُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأَحْبَطَ أَعْمَالَهُمْ. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says, بَعْدَ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فَتَعْسًا لَهُمْ. And the people that disbelieve, for them is destruction. وَأَضَلَّ أَعْمَالَهُمْ. And all their actions, all their deeds have been in vain. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ كَرِهُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ. That is because they dislike كَرِهُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ. They dislike what Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has revealed. That's the Quran. Subhanallah. They dislike what Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has revealed, the Quran. فَأَحْبَطَ أَعْمَالَهُمْ. And therefore, their actions have been fruitless. All the actions they have been doing, they have not been in vain. نَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ تَعَالَى مِنْ ذَلِكَ. Subhanallah. This is a very, very, very important issue. As Muslims, we have to be very conscious and we have to be very careful. If we hear that the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala commanded us to do something, as Muslims, we are not meant to think twice. We're meant to just do it because we're meant to have that consciousness and fear of Allah, to always follow Him and His Messenger. Always obey Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and obey His Messenger, irrespective of what you think, because Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is all wise. He knows the reason why He's asking us to do those things. Now, there are two conditions for this Nawaaqidul Islam to be applicable for someone. Number one, the person must be fully aware that that action is in Sharia. It was either commanded by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala or His Prophet in the Sunnah. That is the first condition for this Nawaaqid, for this Naqd to be applicable to someone. The person must be aware and must know that yes, Allah and His Messenger commanded us to do this. And the second condition is that there must be ijma' among scholars, there must be consensus among scholars on that issue. If there are still like differences among scholars on an issue, like all the scholars did not come together and agree on one issue, the Naqd cannot be applicable to that person. The only time it can be applicable is if the scholars unanimously agree on something and the person now dislikes it and he knows that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala commanded him to do that, or the prophets commanded him to do that, or the scholars unanimously came together on that issue. I pray that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala make it easy for each and every one of us to always follow Him and His Messenger, alayhi salatu wassalam. And I pray that He does not render all our acts of ibadah useless. I pray that He accepts all our acts of worship from us and admits us into the highest attainable rank in Al-Jannah, which is Al-Jannah Firdaus. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.